So there's some new reporting out that Attorney General Merrick Garland is getting close to making a prosecutorial decision about whether to charge Donald Trump. I know, friends, I know. We'll believe it when we see it. But let's talk about it, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So there's some new reporting that the Department of Justice and Attorney General Merrick Garland are getting close to making a prosecutorial decision about whether to charge Donald Trump for his theft and unlawful concealment of classified documents and national defense information. Here is the new reporting from NBC News. Headline: Inside the Justice Department's decision on whether to charge Trump in Mar-a-Lago case. And that article begins, in February, a week before the National Archives warned the Justice Department that former President Donald Trump had kept top-secret documents at his Florida compound, Asia Janay Lavarello was sentenced to 3 months in prison. She had pleaded guilty to taking classified records home from her job as an executive assistant at the U.S. military's command in Hawaii. Quote from a DOJ press release: government employees authorized to access classified information should face imprisonment if they misuse that authority in violation of criminal law, said Hawaii U.S. Attorney Claire Connors, who did not accuse Lvarello of showing anyone the documents. Quote, such breaches of national security are serious violations, and we will pursue them. Now, friends, I want to pause right there. We'll go back to the article in a moment. But the very day the Department of Justice issued this press release, February 11th, 2022, bringing to our attention their successful prosecution and imprisonment of Asia Janay Lavarello, I did a Justice Matters video on it. So first, let's put up a picture of Miss Lvarello. There is Asia Janay Lavarello. And mind you, she didn't take any top secret documents or national defense information. She took a secret document and I think a confidential document, lower classifications than Donald Trump stole. And the Department of Justice sent her to prison and issued a press release saying government employees authorized to access classified information should face imprisonment if they misuse that authority in violation of criminal law. And Ms. Lvarello went to prison. You know what didn't happen in Ms. Lvarello's case? Employees and agents from the federal government didn't negotiate with her for a year, saying, please, Ms. Lvarello, will you just return the documents that you took? DOJ employees and agents didn't travel to her home, hat in hand, saying, please, Ms. Lvarello, will you just return those documents that you should not have taken? They didn't issue a grand jury subpoena saying, please, Ms. Lvarello, will you just produce the documents that you have? No. Ms. Lvarello was indicted, convicted, and imprisoned. But the Department of Justice extended all of those courtesies to Donald Trump as his classified documents crimes continued. All right, friends, let's go back to the NBC reporting. The article continues, cases like Lvarello's are a major part of the calculus for Justice Department officials as they decide whether to move forward with charges against the former president over the classified documents found in his Florida home, current and former Justice Department officials tell NBC News. In another example, a prosecutor advising the Mar-a-Lago team, David Raskin, just last week negotiated a felony guilty plea from an FBI analyst in Kansas City who admitted taking home 386 classified documents over 12 years. She faces up to 10 years in prison. A charging decision may be looming as the Mar-a-Lago investigation enters what appears to be a decisive phase. People familiar with the deliberations of Attorney General Merrick Garland and his top aides say the AG does not believe it's his job to consider the political or social ramifications of indicting a former president, including the potential for violent backlash. The main factors in his decision, these people say, are whether the facts and the law support a successful prosecution, and whether anyone else who had done what Trump is accused of doing would have been prosecuted. The sources say Justice Department officials are looking carefully at a cross-section of past cases involving the mishandling of classified material. So friends, can I just back up and zoom in on one piece of the reporting? And that is where the article says the main factors in deciding whether Donald Trump should be prosecuted for his crimes are whether the facts and the law support a successful prosecution. They do. And whether anyone else who had done what Trump is accused of doing would have been prosecuted. They would have. They are being prosecuted. They have been prosecuted. They've been imprisoned. They're serving sentences. It's all there. The facts, the law, the precedent prosecuting others for far lesser crimes, quite frankly, it's all there. Except the justice. And justice matters. Friends, hang in there. Hang in there. You know, just because it hasn't been done yet doesn't mean it won't be done. And as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.